Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Chioma Jennifer Onuta, is suing a customer, Chinaza, for the balance payment on the goods she supplied on credit.
All right. Court in session. Honorable Judge Funmi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Jennifer and Chinaza. Parties sworn on those.
Thank you. Mr. Chioma Jennifer Onuta, you are the plaintiff here, and you are suing the defendant, Umwakwa Chinaza, for the sum of 350,000 naira.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Under what circumstance did you meet her?
I met.
And how long have you known her?
Okay, I've known Chinaza for up to 4 years now. I met her through a mutual friend. I'm actually a seamstress. I also do makeup. I also sell clothes. Okay. I also sew ready to wear and sell in my business place. So that was the circumstance that led to me meeting Chinaza. I bought a shoe from her. So it was during buying a shoe from her that I decided to market my own business to her. And she became interested.
So what happened?
So she told me she sells shoes and bags, and sometimes some of her clients, they will ask her whether she sells clothes. And she also brands shoes with Ankara. And when she saw that I saw ready to wear with Ankara, so she became interested that she would like to be getting them from me and also selling to her clients. So I saw a prospect in the...
Business proposal.
Yes, in her proposal. Thank you for the word. So, and we started the business in October 2018. So she will come, pick up some items, sell, and sometimes she pays all, while sometimes she'll come.
At the point when she's taking them, she pays for everything?
Yeah, sometimes she will pay.
Deposit?
She will deposit, she makes deposit.
At times?
Yes.
So what really happened? Why are you in court? What led you to...
January 20th, 20th precisely. So she came to pick him. Actually, she told me that some of her clients have family members that returned from abroad that needed the Ankara prints because they are not really easy for them to source there. So it was a bigger business deal. So she told me she wanted more than usual. So I said, okay, I now had to tell my staff and my apprentices, because I have people that sew for me. I also have people that learn. We had, all through January, we were working. So she picked those items. And altogether, she picked items up to the tune of 500,000. And then that day, she gave me 100,000.
As deposit?
Yes. Because usually I give her 1 month or two to make sales and return my money. So she gave me 100,000. I now told her that by next month, as usual, she'll bring the money to me. I said, no wahala. So then February came, I didn't see her. So I called, and she told me she's going to come. I said, okay, no problem. So I think on the last Saturday of March, she actually came to my house. It was in the evening around 5. So she came, she brought 50,000. 50,000 out of 400,000. So she told me she would give me money before Easter. I said, okay. Easter came and ended. I did not see Chinaza. I did not hear from her. And that was the peak of...
Did you call her?
No, I didn't call her that period because I understood that it was the peak of the lockdown. So I wanted to give her a little room. Let it not look like as if I'm inconsiderate.
Ordinarily, she ought to have paid before the lockdown.
Yes.
Okay.
So you ought to have paid before the lockdown. So what is keeping you? So I know when I called her, she told me she was having issues. That apart from that, her 10 clients are yet to pay. That she's having accommodation issue. And so I'm like, okay, how does it concern me with accommodation issue? Do you want to use my money and pay rent? Because I don't understand what you're trying to say. So it was the same old story. I will get your money. This is not the first time we are doing business. This lockdown, that, lockdown, and all that. said, okay. So lucky enough, the first week of May, lockdown was lifted. I now said, okay, at least there will be movement. You should be able to go and meet some people and ask them for the money they are owing you. I waited the first week. The second week, I now called Chinaza. She told me, yeah, the market have opened, but there are some people she met told her that they've not been selling, that nobody is coming to the market. People are looking for money to eat, not money to buy clothes or other things that are not necessary. It was that particular one because it's from one story to the other. It was that particular one that even annoyed me. And I started fuming. I'm like, I will have to involve other persons too. Because this is how she'll be telling me stories. Before I know it, it will enter another thing. So I decided to bring the matter here.
Okay. So, can you tell me what transpired?
I've been doing business with Jennifer. The truth is that I've not owed her before. If I tell her I'm going to balance her up, I will do that. But this January, no one knows that this lockdown is going to come.
No, but the issue is, ordinarily you ought to have paid up before the lockdown started. So lockdown does not affect,
No.
From what she said?
No, ma.
Okay.
No, ma.
Okay.
I was supposed to pay her February ending.
Okay.
To
Is
enter
that correct?
March.
Okay.
That was when I was supposed to pay her. February ending, it entered the lockdown.
The lockdown commenced in March, not February. It commenced in March.
I was supposed to pay her.
And if you're supposed to pay her February ending,
Yes.
that means it did not enter lockdown. Ordinarily, you ought to have paid up before the lockdown started.
The way she gives me, that's the way I supply. I give people, some people in the island, once they are done selling, they will pay me back my money.
But what's the challenge you have?
The challenge I have now is that the clothes I supply, the people they're not turning up. I still have some because I don't just give to resellers. I sell, people come to buy from me. But things are somehow...
Why did you take a supply that is far beyond your regular stock that you used to have from her? You increased it. You took more than normal. That's what she said.
What I added is not even up to, let me say 50K.
Okay, okay.
So it's not that much.
So how come you've not paid up as you normally pay? What quantity do you have outside?
Ma.
So you mean nobody has paid?
Honestly.
The whole of the 350,000 naira, they are out.
I still have some clothes.
You have some. You've bought them already, you know.
Yes, I can't return it.
I can't say exactly.
Yes, I can't return it.
It's okay.
I keep even if she didn't call me, I will still call her to tell her, please, can you give me time? I'm having some other issues. Yes, it's not her business. It's not her business, I know. It's not her business. Where I'm staying, they sold it out. And they're telling us to leave. Can she still give me time to make up money too?
You heard what she said earlier on. Because ordinarily people you sold to, I'm sure you expected that you would have had the money by February ending.
The way she's taxing me too is also the way I'm taxing them. Even the 50K I gave her was out of the money I had.
That's the way you ought to struggle to pay everything. Because you are owing her. She doesn't know them. So you will struggle to pay her, then they have to struggle to pay you.
I'm also taxing them. I'm also taxing them to pay me. And they're telling me I should come to the shop and see my clothes. And I can't take it back. I can't take it back. I need that. They're just telling me to give them time, that they will sell it.
So how much do you have outside that you've not collected? The goods outside, that's the clothes that they've not paid for. How much is the value? And how much is the value of the one you have on you?
The value of the one I have is about 50K. Then I have it's not just one person that I supply things to. Some are owing me 150 and some are owing me 100.
Well, the way she's taking you to court, then you go after them and take them to court too. You have to take drastic action to have your money. They are not paying up. Because this is just a very straightforward case. You are owing. You've admitted.
Man, the truth is that them there is just like they're doing me a favor.
It's not that, you see,
It's just
the
like
business
they're doing me a
between
favor.
you and these people is not before this court. The only business before me is the transaction between the two of you. And she claimed you are owing her. You've admitted too that you are owing her. And as for you, you made few mistakes. Even though you've been giving out close on credits, at times, you said not always before, and it's been working out for you, that does not mean that's the right way to conduct such transaction. When you give out those clothes to her, you should have asked her to give you you sign an agreement. Let her bring a guarantor. At times, collect post-dated check. But guarantor is good because that way you know that once she fails, you move in on the guarantor. And you don't just pick a guarantor without investigating the person. Be sure that the person is capable of paying up if there is an issue. And as for you, the defendants, you are owing. And you have to pay her. There are no two ways about it. How much have you paid between February and now?
150.
Just the 150. And how do you intend to pay the balance?
Honestly, I don't know. All I can say is, I don't know.
Judge Fumi offered word of advice to the plaintiff on how to secure credit sales. The defendant, Wakba Chinaza, admitted she is indebted, but said COVID-19 pandemic was the reason for her inability to raise money for the payment. After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
Judgment for the plaintiff for the sum of 350,000 naira. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.
It's a fair judgment, but I can't say I'm really happy because I've not seen my money.
I've learned to take things step by step to avoid entering into this kind of situation. When I remember I'm owing her, I don't sleep.
Trust is not enough. When it's about business, follow the right procedure.
I'm still willing to do business with her.
It will be difficult on a serious note, but until I see my money, that is when I'll decide.